Imagine this: in the grand offices of TotalEnergies in Paris, executives are casually sipping their morning espressos, skimming through financial reports, confident that their grip on Burkina Faso's energy sector remains firm. Then, in a single stroke, the unexpected happens. Burkina Faso's government, under the resolute leadership of Captain Ibrahim Traoré, drops an announcement that changes everything. TotalEnergies is out. Their assets, transferred entirely into the hands of a local Burkinabe firm, Chorus Invest Group, owned by the astute and influential businessman Idrissa Nasser. This isn't just a corporate shake-up. This is history in the making. The question now is, what does this seismic shift mean for Burkina Faso, the Sahel region, and Africa as a whole? Stick with me, because we're about to uncover the full impact of this game-changing move. Welcome back to My Planet Updates. As we explore today's video, we'd love your support. Please consider subscribing to our channel, like and share the video. Your support helps us grow and bring you more updates. Power shift, a revolutionary move. For over 70 years, TotalEnergies operated as an untouchable force in Burkina Faso, controlling the energy infrastructure, distribution networks, and, most importantly, the revenue streams. It was an arrangement that kept profits flowing to France while Burkina Faso received the crumbs. But in a bold act of defiance, Traoré and his government have decided that enough is enough. With a single policy shift, they've reasserted national control over energy, one of the most vital sectors in any economy. It's not just about removing a foreign company, it's about dismantling an entire system of economic dependence and exploitation. The streets of Ouagadougou erupted in celebration. People danced, flags waved, and for the first time in decades, there was a palpable sense of ownership over their own resources. The move signals a broader trend of African nations reclaiming what's theirs, starting with Burkina Faso and spreading across the Sahel. Who is Idrissa Nasser? At the heart of this transformation is Idrissa Nasser, a Burkinabe entrepreneur with a vision. He's not just a businessman looking to make a quick profit, he's a strategist with an eye on long-term economic independence. Chorus Invest Group isn't some overnight creation, it's a financial powerhouse with interests in banking, insurance, mining, and now, energy. Nasser's entry into the energy sector marks the beginning of a homegrown empire, one designed to keep wealth circulating within Africa rather than flowing out to foreign investors. The implications of this cannot be overstated. It's the difference between a nation being a passive supplier of raw materials and an active player in global energy markets. But here's where things get even more interesting. This isn't an isolated event. It's part of a much larger movement sweeping across the Sahel region. Mali recently made a similar decision, showing TotalEnergies the door and reclaiming its energy sovereignty. Niger and Guinea have hinted at following suit. It's like watching a row of dominoes falling, each move triggering the next. Why now? Because these nations have realized that their dependence on foreign corporations has kept them in a cycle of economic servitude. The Sahel is rich in resources, gold, uranium, oil, and now, the energy sector itself is being reclaimed. It's an unmistakable message: Africa is no longer for sale. Paris in panic, the French government's reaction. Back in France, the news was met with shock and disbelief. French politicians scrambled to respond, and economic analysts warned of billions in lost revenue. It's not just about one company losing its contracts, it's about the unraveling of decades-old economic control. If TotalEnergies can be removed from Burkina Faso and Mali, what's stopping other African nations from doing the same? France's influence in Africa has long been tied to its economic leverage, but with every passing month, that leverage is weakening. French troops have been withdrawn, diplomatic ties are being redefined, and now, major corporations are being expelled. Paris is watching its empire crumble in real time. The bigger picture, a new era for Africa. Beyond just Burkina Faso and the Sahel, this shift signals something even bigger: the rise of African self-determination. For too long, Africa's resources have been extracted for the benefit of foreign powers, while local populations remained in poverty. But what if that changes? What if African nations take control of their industries, invest in local talent, and create economies that work for their own people? Challenges remain, of course. Building the infrastructure for energy independence isn't an overnight process. Training local experts, securing investment, and navigating international economic pressures will be tough, but the momentum is undeniable. What's next? The question now is, who's next? Will we see similar moves in Senegal, Chad, even larger economies like Nigeria or Angola? And how will global powers like China, Russia, and the US position themselves in response to France's declining influence in Africa? Let's open up this discussion. What do you think this means for the future of Africa? Is this the beginning of a new economic revolution, or will foreign interests find a way to regain control? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear from you. If you found this breakdown insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. We're diving deep into Africa's biggest economic and political shifts, and you don't want to miss a single update. Stay tuned, stay informed, and remember, Africa's future is being written right now. Until next time, keep the conversation going.